Good evening. My name is Anna Jackson Martinez, and I'm a project manager as well as an MED candidate through Liberty University. I have a passion for student education, specifically in regard to student engagement, active learning, and developing a genuine desire to learn within students. One way that all of these things can be accomplished is through the alternate learning experience, or a way of learning that's not considered traditional. The best way to achieve this goal is through podcasts. So we'll start at the beginning. What is a podcast? According to the list, a podcast is a downloadable audio file that contains documentaries, talk shows, interviews, news, or other stories. There are typically 1 to 2 speakers or hosts who are extremely knowledgeable on the given topic. Podcasts are released on a fixed schedule, so it is easy to anticipate when the next episode will be released, and often the listener will already know the topic based on the previous episodes. This would allow our teachers to easily incorporate podcasts into their lesson plans and curriculum. It's important to note that podcasts can also contain video, which is useful for remaining inclusive for students with disabilities or accommodations. Unfortunately, many students have lost their drive and desire to learn. This could be due to the same classroom setting and routine, which stimulates young minds less than an evolving dynamic classroom would. Good podcasts are fun, upbeat, and they tell a story while still remaining educational. Storytelling through podcasts builds familiarity, trust, and allows the listener to enter the story where they are, making them more open to learning, according to Boris 2019. Riley 2020 states storytelling and podcasts can extend student learning with critical links between content areas and synthesizing student content learning through creation and communication. Students are also able to listen at their own pace, and then they can even go back and reference the lesson later on if needed. Including podcasts would create a stimulating learning environment, drive student engagement, and students would truly look forward to listening to their podcast lessons each week. Lastly, when the COVID-19 pandemic forced the schools to close and classes to move online, many teachers were unprepared. The predictability and downloadability of podcasts would allow students to continue learning from anywhere in the world, effectively preventing another learning crisis during certain circumstances. Beginning in the 2022 to 2023 school year, podcasts will be released to students in grades 6 through 12 every other Wednesday. Parents and students can find the link to these podcasts through email communication or through our LMS system. By the end of the first semester, the students will show an increased motivation to learn and listen to their podcasts, perform higher on quizzes relating to the podcast topics, and demonstrate a desire to participate and engage in classroom activities and discussions. Above is the proposed schedule for the integration of podcasts in the 2022 through 2023 school year. Throughout the summer, our podcast creation team will host several meetings preparing the framework for the podcast, as well as parent information meetings. We are asking for a final and official approval from the board to move forward with our proposed technology integration plan. A complete communications plan has been attached to the official paperwork for release as well. Using podcasts in educational settings is extremely beneficial to both teachers and students. Excellent quality podcasts provide information in a fun and entertaining way, which increases student engagement in a measurable way. Podcasts will create an enhanced learning experience for students by increasing student engagement, creating more active learning time in the classroom. Because they are easily shared, downloaded, and listened to, podcasts are an effective way to prevent learning stalls similar to those of the COVID-19 pandemic shutdown. This will help prevent any extenuating circumstances that would prevent students from learning. Overall, including podcasts in grades 6 through 12's curriculum is essential to student engagement, growth, and learning. Thank you.